When a client first comes to me after an accident, they want to know, what is my case worth? How will I be compensated? And I always let them know initially there are two aspects of the case. The first aspect, of course, is just making sure that your medical bills and your wages are paid, and that's taken care of through the no-fault insurance. However, what most people are concerned about is, well, if I do have an injury, am I going to be compensated fairly? And there are three categories that we concentrate on. The first is liability. Who is actually at fault for the accident? We go through the factors of the accident, we determine the actions of the different parties, and who, if anybody, is negligent. The next element is damages. What are your injuries? And in New York State, in order to get compensated, you have to establish what is called a serious injury. And there's a long legal definition to that. However, it breaks down to, does your injury result in death, dismemberment, which means losing a body part, breaking a bone, having a disfiguring scar, if you're pregnant, losing the baby, being out of work for at least 90 days, or do your injuries, can they establish that you have either a significant limitation of function or a permanent limitation of function? Once you establish you have a serious injury, you can go forward with a viable case. So then the last question is, where does the money come from once you prove somebody else is at fault? And that comes from the insurance carrier for the party who is at fault. And then, of course, we have to look to see how much insurance coverage is available. In New York State, it only takes $25,000 worth of coverage to put a car on the road, and that's not a whole lot of money if you have a significant injury. Lots of times people have a lot more insurance coverage. The practical result is it doesn't matter how severe your injuries are. From a practical point of view, you can rarely recover more than the insurance coverage is for the car that is at fault. And those are the categories that we look at when we evaluate how and how much will you be compensated for your claim.